Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It is bright and early. I think it's around 7:30 right now. And as you may be aware, I work at the gym on Saturdays, so I'm just kind of filming a little intro for you here. I'm not going to be lifting for another 4.5 hours, but I figured, what's the harm in getting y'all a quick little intro in today. I'm going to be doing some posing practice this morning, for my check-in with my coach. I went up a little bit in weight this morning, but that's all water weight. I didn't sleep as long. I stayed up a little late, not like super late. I think I went to bed at like 11:30. But I stayed up a little bit later because my brothers were over and we were out at my grandpa's birthday, and so that's why we're up, or that's why I was up. And so anyway, my weight is up to like 188, which isn't like the end of the world, frankly. It's 100% water weight because I ate like nothing yesterday. Yesterday was my rest day, and my calories are even more limited on my rest days. So I only get like 1,800. So I was definitely lower in calories. So yeah, it's all water weight. And I did cardio yesterday too, and I got like 12,000 steps. So it's water weight. But yeah. So today will be shoulders when I get to working out at noon. Yeah, I've got my meals all packed up here, ready to go. I've got some chicken breast. I've got some tuna, and I've got oatmeal. Oatmeal's been pretty great lately. I'm not gonna lie to you; it's been coming pretty well in handy. It's easy, it's filling, and it's tasty. And the macros are solid, very low fat. It's mostly carbs, don't get me wrong, but there's a little bit of protein. So enough to matter, essentially, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I never was like a big oatmeal guy until, I guess, very recently, like within the last week. Because, like I said the other day, my coach, I was going through his, like, recommended, like, nutrition list, and, like, all in the carb sources is, like, oatmeal and oats. Low glycemic carbs, and I'm like, heck yeah, sign me up. So, I could eat more food. But yeah, I've never really liked oatmeal that much, and then lately I've just been, like, smashing it. So, maybe after I'm done with prep, I'll continue to like it. Who knows? It'd be nice because it's cheap and it's tasty and effective. So, anyway, although I've always liked oatmeal cookies. I mean, then again, I don't know anybody who doesn't because they're pretty killer. And I'm not talking oatmeal raisin. I mean, I guess that there's probably some appeal to that for somebody out there, but I'm definitely in oatmeal chocolate chip kind of guy. A good oatmeal chocolate chip cookie could honestly have prevented a few wars, I think. Just been all like, damn, that's a good cookie. I don't want to fight anybody. weather today, or last night, it stormed pretty severely. Like the thunder was loud enough at points for me to be able, like, when in my sleep, be like, whoa, and then, go back to sleep. I slept pretty well, in fact. I only got up to pee once, which is like a record for me lately. I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is. I mean, I'm not getting like super deep sleep. And so any sort of thing that can awake me a little bit is going to awake me, or wake me, as it were. So, and I mean, that's a combination of factors. Being hungry is a big one. But, anyway, as of today, we are officially at the 5 weeks out mark, or I guess 4 weeks out. Let's see, it's 35 days away today, which means we are entering the 4 weeks out. So this upcoming Saturday, will be 4 weeks out. I don't know. That scale is confusing to me. I don't really know. I just go by what my coach says. So, I went the wrong way. I was on autopilot, but this route still works. I just gotta turn right up here. It's all good. I guess my body is my mind is so used to going to the other gym. I just have an inability to go to this one, correctly. But it's also early. I haven't had my coffee yet. I haven't had anything except like some water and like my vitamins and stuff. So, like fish oil and multivitamin pills that you take in the morning. So that's, my mind isn't there yet. But once I get into the gym and I take my pictures, oh my goodness, there's a train. Are you kidding me? That is so unfortunate. Oh, I hope it's not long. See, this is why I usually don't take this route when I go to this gym, especially early in the freaking morning. Man, that bites. Look, I understand that trains are vital to infrastructure and my way of life and the economy and the world and energy and all that. But damn it, it's 2025. We haven't figured out a way to do this underground or under a bridge or something. Oh, it's already over. Well, cool beans. But regardless, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it's the most efficient way to transport large loads. Yeah, I get that. I understand that the world would collapse without trains. But dude, can't you build a bridge over the train? How hard is it? It's my job. I know it's not that hard. Expensive. But screw it. Train companies have an unlimited amount of money. Again, they're vital infrastructure. The world cannot function without trains. So figure it out. Alright. Anyway. Not too bad. We're back in the swang of things. Today I'm gonna go back to my grandpa's house. We're gonna take some pictures for his 80th birthday, and it's also pretty close to my grandpa's 60th wedding anniversary, and then my grandma's birthday is the following week. So, and then they're going out to a restaurant which I truly hope I'm not required to go to because I can't eat anything there, obviously. So hopefully I don't have to go to that and I can just take pictures and everybody will be happy. But we'll see. If I gotta go to the dang stupid restaurant, I'll sit there, have a Diet Coke, and smile and pretend I'm having a good time. Which, I could have a good time, but everybody else is gonna be eating food, and I'll just be like, "Oh, looks great, y'all." Anyway, here we are. I will see you guys in 4 hours.
All right. Anyway, been about 4 hours here. Time to actually get some lifts in. Starting off with dumbbell shoulder press. I got 2 sets of 8, and we're gonna be going for 90s. So, which shouldn't be too bad. I did 9 and 6 last time with 90s because I couldn't count. So, anyway, 2 sets of 8. That should work out pretty well. Anyway, I think I might jump this up to the last notch here. Yeah, it's still leaned back a little bit, so here we go. The setup on this is what kills you, so you gotta make sure that, strong foundation and all that. Yeah. I didn't even want to play the game going for that last rep, so that was 7. A little shaky on the setup, and that kind of killed me a little bit. So, one more of those. All right. This exercise is kind of bumming me out a little bit because I used to be throwing around the hundreds for like sets of 15, and now I'm struggling to get 8 on the 90s. But to be fair, I'm pretty damn close to shoulder pressing my weight here. Like 6 or 7 pounds off of my body weight. So I mean that's pretty good, you know. But either way, I think overall strength, I'm actually not significantly, but weaker than when I was heavier. But in terms of power to weight ratio, I think that's actually spiked a little bit. So far a successful cut, frankly. Anyway, let's get around to doing the second set. Let's go for a negative here. Okay. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna have to lower the weight next week because that was a pretty poor performance, frankly. So, yeah, we'll lower the weight next week, 85s for sure. All right, so upright rows, and I did. So I got called out last time because I was cocking up my left elbow here higher than my right one. And I think honestly, like that just might be something I do because I was posing earlier today, and whenever I hit a front double, this arm came up higher. So, whatever the reasoning is, that's not my job. I'm not a scientist. But what I'm going to try to do here now is come up more evenly and not try to chicken wing the one side out too bad. God, my neck is killing me today. I must have slept weird. Anyway, 2 sets of 12. I have 115 on the bar, same as last week, because we were trying to correct a form issue. Anyway, might be a bit too wide, in fact. There we go. Okay, so I was really paying attention there, and I think I did better. But I will review the footage, and we'll see, huh? Okay, round 2. Nice. Lateral raises. Excuse me. 2 sets of 12. And I'm going to be, once again, perhaps foolishly attempting 25s. But you know what? Something champions aren't made without struggle or something like that. I don't know. Insert inspirational crap here. Here we go. Yeah. 25s suck. I'll be dropping. One thing I noticed is if I'm tucking my head and bearing my chin down, messes your form up. So head straight, I think, for this. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the 20s and see if I can be a little less sloppy. I did not really love that last set. Here we go. Dang. Yep. Okay. It was less sloppy, but still got rough. Alright, face pulls. Alright, so face pulls. You're probably familiar with this exercise by now if you've been watching me. And if not, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You are pulling something to your face. In this case, it's this rope. And we're going to go 120. Is that wise? I don't know. But we're going to give it a shot. And if it's too much, I'll just drop it. Simple as. But same as everything else so far today, pretty much. 2 sets of 12. Yep. And I'm going to get this lovely overhand grip. Try not to crush our fingers too much. And, yeah. I like to do one leg up, one leg down. Gives me a little bit better stability, I think, for this kind of exercise. Alright, here we go. Hip is cramping. My grip gave out there, so I had to drop it, unfortunately. That was too heavy, for sure. I will drop to 110 on the next set. That was just too much. Alright, I dropped it to 110, which might still be too heavy, you know, but who cares? Heavy's in your mind. It's all imagination. If you can lift it, it's lightweight. So, this is lightweight. Anyway. One. Ow. Alright, so rope push downs, 2 sets of 15. And we got 95 on this stack. And we were doing 100 at the other gym. But as we have discussed previously, these plate or pin loaded machines, they're pretty variable. And I've actually tested these with a scale, and these ones are pretty close to labeled. The other place, luck of the draw. But anyway, we'll see how we get on this. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go for real. after some initial errors getting started there. That was pretty heavy. And my last like 3 or 4 reps were not pulling apart, but you know, you do what you gotta do. Alright, I don't know if another 15 is in the works. But we're gonna give it all we've got. Here we go. Gotta change the radio station. This is not appropriate. One. That was 12. Oh, my elbows feel it. We got rear deltoids. And look at this. On an actual hot dog. Ooh. Mixing it up. No more of that cable garbage. And it's 2 sets 15 on both sides. Okay. This seat, like, usually messes with me. Jumps. There we go. Oh, yeah. Dude. Dang. It burns. This is a 55 here, so actually a little bit heavier than I usually do. But I think my rear delts can handle it. Here we go. Oh, goodness. One more of those. You know what? You know what? I'm such a madman. I might just superset. Here we go. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. We're gonna do it anyway, but it's a bad idea. Okay, dude. My rear delts are exploding right now. Ooh, that is sore. Ah. Oh my goodness. Ah. Ah. Sweet Moses. Alright, so 20s are being used. So we got 15s for the T-post races, which we all hate. But because they're only 20, or only 15 instead of 20, we have no excuses today. I don't like my excuses, but oh well. Screw it, we already had the 15th, screw it. I tell you what though, 35 days out today, 34, whatever. And I feel like I'm finally starting to look like a bodybuilder. In that I've got tricep veins and lat veins and stuff. And, I just think that's like a hallmark. Like you look at C-Bum or whatever, and they've always got like these veins coming out of their lats and horseshoe triceps with like deep striations, and maybe someday, but I'm looking decent. I'm in decent shape. So if anyone's curious about this like dark spot there, I gave blood the other day. So that's why. Got a t-shirt out of the mix. I encourage you to donate blood. I don't really personally give a damn about the life-saving part. As bad as that sounds to say, I do it. I mean, I'm O positive or whatever, so like that's good blood. So I guess I care a little bit in that regard. But mostly, I like the t-shirts. I'm a big fan of t-shirts. Anytime I can get a t-shirt that fits like a 2X, I don't have to pay for it. It's a good deal in my book. Any sort of clothing that fits, it's hard to come by. Like, I have one formal button-down shirt. It's the only one I have. It's the only one that fits. Anyway. Oh yeah. All right. Let's get a little pose down for you guys. All right. Let me get this shirt off real quick. Okay. How's this for a shoulder pump? Goodness gracious. Some cuts coming in there. Looking pretty saucy. See if I can get some vein structure or anything. Yeah. I think I might be hitting that for my most muscular, frankly. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I really like that. Anyway. I mean, pretty good pump today, frankly. You know, um, we're getting somewhere for sure. Honestly, like I said last time I did shoulders, there's really no pose for delts. I mean, there's like various other stuff you can hit, but there's no mandatory. That's really like, hey, delt, you know? Maybe side tricep to some extent. I don't know. I do not know. I can get a little, so I can get the rear delts going for you. Anyway, I do have places to be, so tomorrow is leg press day. Hopefully, doesn't go too poorly. We'll see. Anyway, y'all take care.